Hey everyone, how are you all doing today, guys? Butofist and welcome to another video. Today I have something that is answer to all of your requests in the past couple of weeks. These have been like the biggest requests I have on Discord, on everywhere, on Twitch and all. And today I want to answer you some of the questions that you had about Demon Hunter, how to survive certain pulls. Basically, we're going to get the pull in Freehold. It is under 5 minutes, let's say, and we're going to dissect it. So I will not go into efficiency here. I will not do 6 minutes run. I will focus myself on explaining the things that you need to know in order to survive this with low gear or with no gear. Now, I'm going to show you what my gear is here. So this is my gear, 258. It's very strong. I need like only a ring that is better than this, and I need better bracers. I hadn't had any luck in bracers. I have the skip. I've done 4 Mythic Antorus, 5 Mythic Antorus on this guy. I didn't have a single bracer yet. So that is something that I had been unfortunate with. I also have the ring that I need to get from Ionar Mythic, so I need to do Ionar Mythic as well eventually and stop skipping it. But that is the gear I miss. I have very strong gear, but I'm gonna go step further forward on this video, and I'm going to remove 2 pieces of my gear. So I'm going to go with 227 or something item level, and also, I mean, just to show you that it's not all about the gear, it's about knowing the mechanics and what you're doing as a demon hunter, you know. You're gonna be able to survive. And I will not go with the stronger traits that people think, which are Eyes of Rage. I'm going to with the weaker Furious Gaze, you know. This is easier for people to obtain. A lot of people are playing with Furious Gaze, I don't know why. And I'm going to explain you how you can actually do this with Furious Gaze, only having as 2 traits and with 2 pieces unequipped. So before the pull, guys, you need to remember this is a very strong habit that I didn't have in the start, and I was dying because of it a lot. So you need to use Immolation Aura. Just remember, Immolation Aura, mount up, go, right? That is before every pull. You have to do that stuff. Now I'm going to pull this on the mount. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it's you know, preferable to do the first pull on the mount. So try to get minimum contact from mobs, and also very important stuff, get your neck to level 7 so you can use the shields and stuff from the Azerite pieces, and also the extra item levels and stuff from it. Here, as soon as we arrive at this spot, I'm gonna pop Blur. I don't wanna like have any melee attacks on the start on me. Make sure to do the first I-beam very long, or full I-beam or something. And here, make sure to not stay too long, because they're gonna start knocking you back behind those boxes. And when that happens and these people cannot attack you, they will start teleporting you around. Eventually means you might die. So just don't stay there too long, maybe like 2-3 I-beams, and then flash out. Go and maybe stun them or something. If you have any issues surviving, make sure to use your stun as well. I had no issues there surviving, so I don't have to stun. But what I was trying to say here is make sure you have level 7 here, or level 8 actually, if you have 300 pieces, so you can get the extra item levels 5, which will increase your stamina, agility and all that, and also it will give you vampiric speed or whatever else that you might have, like a shield. As you can see, I don't have shield. So if you have shield, it will prevent you from being dazed when you are walking by. I didn't got dazed. I don't know if they removed dazed in dungeons. I don't get dazed in recently, but that's just a thing that you can avoid that way. Anyway, for the second pull, pop Immolation Aura, and from top here, what I'm going to do is throw Glaive at those guys. These guys might be here, so you need to go a bit further, then disengage or retreat or whatever. Then Glaive here, Blade Dance immediately, and then flash out here. Now, you're gonna have Blur here again, so you're gonna use Blur here as soon as it's available, because this pull is a little bit tricky. So also I'm gonna talk about later on the next pull about this jumping and moving and stuff. You will see me do that a lot. Okay, let's just finish these mobs up, and then I have fucked up my I-beam. So what I'm going to do here is use my Fell Barrage, right, just so I can survive until I-beam comes back. Yeah, you see, I can stun them. It's no problemo, man. It's easy. There we go. I-beam is back. I can flash back to these guys, and then Blade Dance and I-beam. And you see, the gear is nothing, dude. I mean, yeah, gear is a lot. Like, as soon as you this is what I'm trying to say. As soon as you get the 2-set bonus as a demon hunter, right? 2-set bonus, which has I-beam damage increased by 40%. As soon as you get your 2 traits, either Furious Gaze, Eyes of Rage, whichever prefers, whatever. I have made a video how you can utilize both of those traits, constantly have 100 haste, or 1000 haste if you prefer as well. 100% haste more, or 120 or something. So I have the video about that, you can find it in the description, read it. I mean, watch it, it's very, 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 very helpful to know that information. So gear is not that much. As soon as you get your legendary helmet, 2 Azerite pieces, your necklace, your 2-set, you're fine. You know, you can get your second legendary, but you don't have to, right? So that's all about that. Now, this is very important survival strategy I want to show you. now. Something that makes people die on this pool, something that makes people die on many pools as well, and they don't know this. So this is what I'm talking about. First we're gonna pull the whole pool. So this is how I pull it. Like, I don't mount here usually because I have my legendary helmet, legendary boots giving me wisp form, and I just dash through them and disengage and all that. So yeah, okay, as soon as they come to me I stun, and then this is the strategy, right? Just jump back, I-beam, jump back, I-beam, jump back, I-beam, jump back, I-beam. It's not about dodging the patches. These stuffs, if you don't dodge, you're gonna die 100%. So just dodge those brown things on the ground. It's not about dodging those things. Oh, if you get this debuff, guys, never jump. If you jump, you get stunned, you see? So never jump. You need to have a weak aura or whatever. This debuff is called Slippery Suds. If you get this, I usually notice it. But, if you pull this guy, he does that. Usually you don't even get this debuff. Just remember, if you get this debuff, do not freaking jump or you're dead. So, yeah. What I was trying to say here, those brown patches will kill you for sure, because you get stunned and then another guy will charge you. You get stunned, chain, stunned, die, GG. So what you're doing here is jump back, avoid the patch, I-beam. Jump back, avoid the patch, I-beam. Jump back, and that is how you dodge the patches. But it's not only about that. It's about the mobs are casting stuff, right? As soon as they start casting, if you're next to them, if you don't move basically, they immediately start melee hitting you, right? But they finish casting and you're like a couple steps away, and what they need to do is like walk to you and hit you. While they do that, they hit you and then you jump again back, and then they need to walk back and hit you. You know, so basically you are dodging attacks while dodging abilities, and that is basically preventing a lot of the damage. This is something that is like, until I realized how to move as a demon hunter and do the I-beams, not just stay there and just cast I-beam like an idiot. Of course, if you have 270 gear, you have blue popped up and all that shit, why not? You know, just stay and kill them, right? But this is not about that. You know, I'm trying to give you the tips that will help you survive as a minimum gear demon hunter, right? This is how I pulled the fourth pull. This is very also important because, you know, to not get gripped or something. I don't have my legendary boots stacked already, so I'm very, very slow here, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm gonna glide there, throw the glaive, and then immediately charge here. Now, I don't have the sprint, of course, that's why I get pulled, but it doesn't matter. I pop blur here, and I stun if I have to, and then I'm going to I-beam, and then I'm going to I-beam again, and then I'm going to I-beam again. You see, you do everything that you can to survive, you know. There is no such thing, okay, oh, I'm dead. No, fuck that, you know. Dead is when I die. Right? You see that I'm using the same technique. Move back, I-beam. Move back, that's why I survive. It's not because I have like insane gear or insane skill or anything like that. No, I just do the techniques. And also here, guys, on this pool, very, very, very important stuff. You saw how that guy started. There is no one of those guys alive, but I will show you in the next pool. There is one guy that casts something, shout, whatever. I don't really remember what that was. But it's basically casting an ability that if you are casting, when he finish casting that shit, you get interrupted. And that interrupts like all of your abilities, most likely. But the most important ability to interrupt is the I-beam, and you're going to die. So what you need is either weak aura, someone to make you weak aura for that. I will not do that for sure, because I don't have myself weak aura for that. What I do have is big wings combined with little wings. Those are two add-ons that shows you abilities that mobs around you cast as well. If you enable sound, big wings have sound. Wait, I'm gonna pause the music actually, and I will show you what this stuff does. Actually, it's the same music, man. You see, it's kind of annoying. That's why I don't have it with the sound on. But if you have big wings voice, right, it will start calling the abilities that the mobs are doing, right? So wait, this is how we do the next pull, right? There, disengage, and then immediately charge here, immediately charge here, taunt these guys, and we're back. They're gonna pull me now. There. And then I stun, and then I I-beam, right? Going bananas. You see, she's reading the spells for you. Shattering below. That is the shit that you need to stop casting or outrange it. So if someone is casting Shattering below next to you, and you stick around next to it, yeah, you see? Now you either stop casting it, or you move away. You know, you need to be like 20 yards or something away from that guy, so in order to not get interrupted. That's the most important stuff here that will kill you 90% of the times, that have killed me 90% of the times, and it's very, very, very annoying. So just try to avoid that stuff and try to, you know, try to be aware of that. Just try to learn. next thing I need to focus on. Be aware of that ability. That's the only thing I need to focus on this round. Go and pull these 2 poles and just learn how to be aware of this ability. When you get that into your muscle memory, when you don't need to think about it anymore, you see the ability and outrange it automatically, then you focus on the next stuff that are concerning you, you know. That's how you survive as a demon hunter. So this is how the pull was done. I mean, there are reasons why I do it this way, you know. I throw glaive to these guys and then I just disengage from here to around there. And then I just dash immediately here, because if you stick around, these guys will pull you back, then these guys will pull you back, 2 of each, so 4 times you're gonna get pulled. You're gonna lose like 10 seconds or something. So I just dash here, I dash here, I taunt these guys immediately. It's very helpful to have a taunting mouse over macro, so you can taunt someone really quickly. And then I just, you know, stick around here, because these guys, as soon as they see me, they will pull me back. So that is very helpful for me, because as soon as they pull me, I do blade dance, so I dodge their attacks. And if I'm in trouble, I just stun and I, you know, immediately I-beam, you know. So here, I-beam into them. They will try to interrupt me as well. So, you know, as soon as you finish surviving this kind of clutch here, then you just dash behind the house and you wait for them. Some of them will come from here, some of them will come from here. You just go hide here, these guys will follow up to here, and then just go hide here, and these guys will follow here, and you just climb them up here and just kill them. You know, this is basically how I do it. There are maybe easier ways of doing it, but I really like this because it's convenient. You know, you can predict the situations. If you do it correctly, what I said will 100% of the times happen, you know, except when there is some like bug or something happening, which you cannot really calculate for. But I have done many runs. If I do it properly, every time the same stuff happens, bro. Dash here, dash there, they pull you back, they pull you back. You stun them, you I-beam, you dash here, they come, and GG, you know. That's basically what happens every time. You just need to learn it, you know, learn it, love it, live it. Immolation aura, mount up, let's go, you know. That's the last pull of this dungeon. I have a little bit of Furious Gaze left, you know, this Furious Gaze stacks, as you saw in the previous videos. I don't know if you watched it, but... Okay, so I'm having like very low damage here, so I'm going to go blur instantly and just cast my eyes out of this I-beam, you know. Okay, then blade dance. Walk away of this shit. There we go. We're gonna continue casting it. Spam it. There we go. Spam it. 77%. Alright, we have more. I'm just gonna move next to these fellas. So my I-beam resets a little bit. Well, I don't have I-beam, so what I'm gonna do is outrange a little bit here and fell barrage on the boss. And then I'm just gonna use my metamorphosis. You need to taunt it instantly after metamorphosis here. Just make it habit as well, because as soon as you use metamorphosis, the mob, the boss drops aggro on you. So you need to do literally taunt as soon as you jump into metamorphosis, because if your boosty is nearby, the boss will just go on to him and hit him, you know. So I don't know, maybe if he's dumb, he will die. I mean, right? Why not? If he stays in like 3 shots, then of course he will die. But you should be able to save him, you know, before he dies. Just mentioning, you know, just keep that in mind, alright? That's one thing to keep in mind. God. Yes, and here, because I'm running Furious Gaze, your best friend is like Chaos Strike. I don't have any more metamorphosis. I'm talking too much, I don't even focus on my DPS rotation, so this takes a little bit too long. But generally, this shouldn't be anything hard at all, if you avoid the fire, of course. I'm trying to line him up so I hit more enemies, so my I-beam comes up. That's why I keep this, you know, other fellas alive, basically. So yeah, that's basically the last fight. You know, if you have any questions, of course, I want to hear them, guys. Let me know if you have any other issues you want me to address. This is something that I wanted to do for a long time to help out my fellas that are struggling as a demon hunter. And then after you're done with this, you just go and talk to this fella here, and that is, you know, that's basically how this dungeon ends. He will teleport you on the start. I just got myself level 22 on the neck. Grats me, so yeah. Please take me back. GG. Accept. He goes back. He resets it. And that's all. And it starts all over again. So those are the main parts I wanted to touch on, guys. You need to understand that it's not all about gear. It's not about crying, okay, I cannot find Mythic and Taurus or whatever. It's about going there and doing your stuff, learning things that I just said, practicing them, making them happen. Every time it's the same shit, you know. These mobs are programmed to behave on a way to react on your actions. So basically, if you act this way, if you go this way, they will follow. If you hide behind the pillar, they will grip you. If you know, there are certain things that you need to just do, you know, properly, and it will happen, you know. It's not about gear, it's not about talents, it's not about traits, it's not about anything, you know. Traits help, talents help, but it's all about helmet, 2-set bonus, have the traits, have the necklace. That's all, and know what you're doing. Guys, if you have any questions, I would really like to address them, answer them. Get big wings, get little wings. You can even have 2 sets of the gear. You can, you know, watch the video how that is done. There is a link in the description. And also, you know, that's pretty much all, guys. If you like this kind of stuff and if you like to support me, make sure to click the like button. Thank you for that, guys. Butthole Fist, and thank you to all the Patreons that have been supporting this channel, guys. I will not list you in this video because I won't have time to edit it, but thank you to all the Patreons that have been supporting this channel. You guys rock. You made all this possible, and all of those who support me on Twitch through donations and subbing and all that stuff, guys. You are legends. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Another one. There we go. And before I go, make sure to listen to your parents, guys. Stay cool, stay decent, and see you in the next one. Umrenov.